Hey everybody, I just finished another book in the Give Yourself Goosebumps series. This is the very first one that was released. This is Escape from the Carnival of Horrors. Take a look at this beautiful cover art. This was actually done by Tim Jacobus. Pretty awesome. Um, I'm going to be upfront with you guys. I didn't really love this book. I didn't think it was terrible, but yeah, I'm definitely on an island with this one, so fair warning. The story starts off with you and your friends. You guys are very bored. You want to find something to do, and I think your friend Patty, I think, mentions that you want to go to the carnival like y'all did last year. But it's not opened yet all the way. They're like putting it up and all. So you sneak over, you climb the fence, and you're very astonished to see that the whole place is like lit up with all kinds of stuff lighting up and all this cool stuff. So it's kind of weird. You get a choice immediately to go home, and I chose that. But it leads back to the front of the storyline. The actual storyline branches off into two different categories, where not categories, storylines, where you can either go on rides or go to this spin the wheel chance thing, where there's like booths and stuff or whatever. So I picked the spin the wheel thing, and I remember reading this as a kid, and I do remember liking it, but I didn't really read much of it. But anyway, you get this little wheel in the middle of the book, and it has like different lines. And I guess this confused me more than it probably should have. But it leads to like three or four different passages, and basically you get points. And if you get enough points, you can escape. And there's not really a thing of how many points you need. But yeah, one of them, it takes you to this bird. It's a free spin. He spins you around, takes you somewhere. The other one is a double or nothing, and that takes you to a two-headed monster that gives you 10 points. And after that, you get this thing where it says, do you want to go back and try to get more points, or do you want to try to escape? And if you want to try to escape, it's the final challenge, and that leads to some other stuff. But yeah, the most notable story part in the storyline is where you actually can win monster blood, and that can help you escape. And you also run into either Slappy or Mr. Wood. It's really not known which one. But yeah, somehow or another, it actually branches off into this freak show storyline where you can actually help these freaks, and that consists of a fat lady, this cobra lady, and a giant. And the giant was my favorite person in this book, probably. It had a very funny ending with him. But yeah, and that's essentially the storyline. Like, there's not much more. There's like this thing where you have to guess your weight on Mars, and it's, nothing really great about that. There's a fortune teller, and she kind of tells you that there's some stuff going on, but she doesn't tell you what. But yeah, the other storyline I feel was much better. Is where you get on rides, and there's multiple rides you can get on, and one of them is a space coaster thing, and if you do the wrong thing, it takes you to a space thing. And yeah, I'm not gonna really spoil too much. I almost did just there. But there's also this Halloween Express thing, which is very underrated. And this I think it's called the House of Horrors, where this Frankenstein-like guy is with these two monsters. And yeah, you learn more about the carnival there than anything. And again, I don't want to spoil too much about that. There's a House of Mirrors. There's this boat thing that takes you to different places out there. And yeah, there's not much more about this book that I could really say. There was some stuff that I liked. I like the goofier endings in this book. There's really not a lot of notable scary endings other than getting like blasted into space. I thought that was pretty scary. But the notable endings I really enjoyed. There's one involving a crocodile, one involving the giant, like I mentioned before. And the actual normal way to escape this book is very clever, because it actually has the same thing of, it actually mentions it earlier on in the book, like something that you don't like that helps you. But yeah, so I really enjoyed that. But other than that, this book was just crazy. I can't even tell you anything about the Carnival of Horrors, like the lore behind this thing, because I already forgot it. I finished this today, and I've already forgotten most of it. The formatting was very confusing. I know this is number one. This was like the experimental one, but Yeah, I didn't love it. I think that the circle thing confused me more than anything. That's probably why I put it down as a kid and didn't really want to read it. But yeah, Escape from the Carnival of Horrors. I didn't love it. I know, I know, I'm definitely on an island in this book because I know a lot of people do love this book. I looked at Goodreads. All of this thing got like ton of 5 stars, and yeah, it wasn't for me. It just wasn't. I feel like without Slappy, and Monster Blood, I wouldn't have liked this book even that much more. And the goofier endings. Um, I do want to point out there is a scary scene that I thought was really cool, where it's the House of Horrors and there's a skeleton outside the House of Horrors, and he taps you on the shoulder and he tells you not to go in there. You're gonna end up like me. I thought that was really cool. I feel like that could be a really cool thing, like at a haunted house or something. But yeah. Other than that, Escape from the Carnival of Horrors, it was kind of a miss for me. I don't. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't like a bad book or anything. It just wasn't as good as I was intending it to be. Yeah, I give it a 3 out of 5 stars. I thought it was just okay. Um, yeah, I hope somebody out there in the comments agrees with me. If not, it's okay. I'll enjoy this island over here with my harsh review of this and Snow Day from the Spine Tingler series and everything else. I live in your basement as of right now. Didn't really like it either, but I haven't reread it. But anyway, I'm jumping off the subject. But yeah, Escape from the Carnival of Horrors. I give it a 3 out of 5 stars. Please let me know in the comments below what did you think about this book. Thank you. Bye bye.